What's up, guys? How are you today, guys? Hopefully, you are in good health, good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are right now. If you are new in my channel, don't forget to like and subscribe, okay? And click the bell button so that you will notified any updated videos that I will be uploaded in my channel, okay? So just the topic today, I just give you an heads up, guys, for those who are interested to become quality QAQC, engineer, inspector, etc., as long as that related QAQC. Okay, so if you willing to do this experiences, of course, from the beginning, you have an experience in your country. So for me, for example, I am from Philippines. So basically, you have an idea about any any inspections or any construction or any design. Okay, so in later stage, you will work as a expat overseas Filipino workers or any expatriates from other countries. So you can start working here in abroad. For example, in the beginning, you are not a quality, you are not an inspector. Okay, you are a technicians, electricians, or any positions that you work in the first 1 year or 2 years. It's not related in your field. Okay, for example, you are piping, but you're working in a different field. Okay, so basically, what what I'm trying to say here, you are working as a construction technician, electrician, foreman, and then you are interested to become a quality inspector, QAQC engineer. So you have mandatory that you need to know how to read the drawings. You need to know how to do the Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and little bit English to compose. That is the required. So if you know this, then that is as your stepping stone that in the future you're willing to do this experiences to do this job as a QAQC engineer, QAQC inspector, etc. Related qualities and QC control, quality control. Okay, and many people or persons that sending me a message, an email, okay, related how they become a QC. Paano? When? So it's very simple. That's what I'm telling to you guys. Just learning. If you are now a foreman, if you are a technician, just what I said earlier, you know these things. If you don't know these things, you need to study. Then after that, step by step, you you attend some of the trainings, seminars to to get the certificates. For the quality, if you are moving in a higher position as a QAQC engineer, or maybe soon you become a senior or you become lead, you have all these certificates that like ISO certificate, so lead auditor, okay? And there are so many certifications that required. It depends of your discipline. What is the discipline? I'm talking about discipline for me. For example, I'm electrical, and then what I did, I know some instrumentation, telecom, so that's why they are calling me EIT, Electrical Instrument Telecom. So I know some of this, but when I graduated as electrical engineering. Okay, so this is how we get the experiences. Okay, so now when you get this all certificates and understand some of this informations related drawings, documentations, Words, Excel, PowerPoint, and of course, you know some of minor English, how to compose proper grammar, etc. So this is how the requirement. Then, okay, now you know these things all, and you have some of the certificates. Then after that, you can apply as a QAQC inspector first, then follow QAQC engineer, and later on you will become a lead senior engineer. All right. So this is how the process. Okay. So now we are going forward. You are here. You're already experienced in the field of construction. You are technicians. You are foreman. You're a supervisor. Now you want to ship in the QAQC field. Then what should we do? You need to think, discuss in your internal. So first, where you are working right now, as the department head, the quality, are you willing to do this job? Ask him a favor. Sir, is the any vacancy in your department so that I'm willing to ship as a inspector, as a QAQC inspector. So you're the foreman right now, technicians or supervisor, are you willing to transfer? So it's that okay, possible? Then he will interview with you internally. Then of course you are qualified, and then that's the time you will start a job as a quality inspector. And then you know what to inspect. You know what is the standard. You read all of this. So if you are working in a particular company, you must know standards, international standards. So you need to read all of this information so that you have a guide. Okay? And then all of this guide you need to write so that you will not forget. So all of when I started a QC, uh, this is not the actual full file that I have. Okay. So I have a small book. That's a small book. I don't know where it's now. I think someone took it. I threw already. So I prepare like this. So this should be your guide. So if you're a new in the field, you have a guide. So that later on, for how many years, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you must familiar all of the standards and the specifications that you are discussing. Okay, so example, I am a EIT, Electrical Instrument Telecom. So if they are telling to me this is the installations, this is the specification, then I have a guide. Everything it should be in my hand so that I can comment funds list. Okay, this is how the way to look forward. And then if you are working as a construction engineer, you are interested to become QC, that's also fine. As long as that you, of course, if you are involved already in the engineering position, engineer position, so you know how the standard, because you can open in the file in the internet as well, in your folder as well. So all of the standard specifications are there. So now, if you are new, you are coming from the Philippines, India, Pakistan, and Egypt, etc. Okay, whatever. If you're new and then applying a new job, a position, you are already experienced in your country as an inspector, as a QC engineer. So when you start working in abroad, for example, you are project engineer, whatever your position hires a high position in your country, when you start in abroad, you cannot get that position. Project engineer, I am project engineer in Philippines. Okay, for example, then I wanted to become a project engineer also in UAE or any other country, Saudi, in a GCC. That's not possible. Okay, so I am QC engineer. So I'm QC engineer. I need a QC engineer as well there. So literally that's fine, but as always, not 100% that you can get this position. Okay, you know why? Tell me why. You understand? You can get. So tell me why. Why? Because you are a beginner. You're a beginner to start a work, a journey that multinational workers together in that particular company. So you need to start a new collaborations, etc. And adapt the culture, adapt all of this information. So you cannot get as always. Okay. So if you're a QC engineer, lead, or whatever, project engineer, you want to apply a quality. So basically you can start an inspector, QC inspector. So they are hiring a QC inspector based on these requirements. Okay. So, or else you can start a construction technician or foreman or supervisor or basically foreman. Okay. Or either documentations. You can start documentation. And after 1 year, that's what I'm telling, you can discuss internally to the management. Okay. So you can apply. When you apply, there's a lot of requirements, guys. Nowadays, it's a lot of requirements. Before, I don't think so. There's a lot of certifications required. But as a QC, especially when I was in 11 years in Saudi Arabia as a electrical designer, design engineer, and also cataloging. So I'm not a QC in Saudi Arabia, but we have a SAP number. If you are working in a Saudi Aramco project, you have a SAP number. So my SAP number is under, I think I can remember 8755, like that. Okay, my SAP number. So QC also, there is a SAP number. So if you're working in Aramco project, they asking you a SAP number, required of the Aramco project SAP number. And now they are also required a CBT test. So CBT test, that is the requirements of Saudi Aramco before you can proceed, or they will hire you, either agency or whatever agency that they are hiring inspector QC, in particular Saudi Aramco project. They're looking forward at Saudi Aramco experience. If you don't have a Saudi Aramco experience, maybe that's some considerations, but you have a CBT test pass. So in that particular option, you can discuss the agency that is that possible that I can take the CBT. So if I can pass the CBT exam, then they will hire you. So, but you need to spend your money. It's the agreement. It's that the agreement. I did not experience that one, but that you can do that one as well. You can speak the agency, okay, that hiring this inspector, okay, QAQC. So you can discuss with them what is the requirement, because basically the requirements is if you are in a Aramco project, Aramco sub number, then following CBT test, the result, okay, and then if you have a Saudi Aramco experience, that's fine. Yeah, you need a CBT test, and then they will submit for that for approval. So, and then of course your diploma, that's the requirement. Previous Aramco certificates, if you are working in a previous Aramco certificates, you have experience. Basically, mostly all of the peoples are working in Saudi Arabia, they are involving in Aramco project, mostly. Okay, if not, then that's fine as well, as long as that you know your job. Okay, and then two maximum 2 to 6 years, some of the requirements. But it's a small contractor activities, a small company, maybe they're required only 3 years, 2 years. Okay. So like that. But in the ad hoc project as well, in the ad hoc project, you can start in the contractor. Okay. Because when you start the contractor, later on, you will know what is the requirements of ad hoc. as a quality inspector, QC engineer in ADNOC, as a client, there's a requirements. You have a ADNOC experience. You have the 10 years experience before, because there is no direct right now. We are talking about agency, but agencies is always looking for what is your experience before. You have experience and no experience, Saudi Aramco experience, like that. So QP experience, Qatar Petroleum experience, Occidental Petroleum experience, always like that. Where is your experience? Certifications, you have a certifications. And for the QC guys, for ADNOC requirements and Aramco requirements, they are looking for uh, specialization like a telecom, electrical instrument. So nowadays in Aramco, also in ADNOC, they're looking for IECX ATIC certificate as well. So this is how the requirements nowadays. Okay, and then more experience. It's not easy to get these experiences, but you can start in the contractor. Okay, when you start the contractor as a QC, it's good, no? It's to learn more about the procedures. Okay, so that is the information, guys, that we are talking about when you starting as a QAQC engineer, QAQC inspector. So this is the requirements. If you need more informations, maybe I don't know what kind of informations that you are thinking right now. So you can send me an email or you can send me a message chat. Okay, but some personal, you can send me an email. Okay, so we are here to share and to let everyone who is new in, and then willing to shift in the other field and new in this field as well. So fresh graduate, new beginners as a expatriates. So you can learn some of my videos here in my YouTube channel. So check all of my videos so you can understand some basic requirements, interviews, etc. It's all in my YouTube channel. I'm I'm teaching here in my YouTube channel based on my experiences from the design as an electrical designer, design engineer, electrical engineer, and construction field engineer. Okay. And also QAQC. Okay. So all of this is there and including safety as well. Right. See you guys and enjoy. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay.